Hi, I am. Hi, my name is Daniela Veronica, and I am in 52 Li 8. And in this bit of this subject, teaching strategies of today English language, I will talk about the three physiological approach that are humanist, cognitive, and behavioral. Introduction. Every day on science progress the concern for the quality of education with support of physiological is more growing. In the teaching process within the classroom, the teacher has the important task of imparting a quality class with a correctly developed approach that achieves skills and behaviors in the students and also helps to the students to achieve the significant learnings. Our first approach is humanistic approach, and the ideology is humanistic education must foment in the student the ability to identify with the feelings and values of other human beings and develop a deep sense of connection with the world around him. And the student needs to be more conscious of what are the things that are around him, like the persons, like the environment, and objectives. We have three: integrity of the individual, two, moral commitment for the word of the good of the world, and three, ability to love others. In other words, the student need to feel empathy with the outside environment, have a empathy for the others, for the classmates, for the teachers, for other people. And we have the characteristics of the humanistic approach. We have self-direction. We don't know how to learn, and this means like the students is interested in the things that we that he is learning. For example, the topic. He asks questions, and he is interested in all the process that is all the process of the learning. So he wants to know about this. Auto-evaluation, that we know that is the evaluation that the students do for himself, like know in what areas he need to be more. We need to sorry he need to I forget the word. He need to be more attention. He need to put more attention. Sorry, I was very lost. The other is favorite learning environment, that we know like can be the organization of the classroom with the distance that he has with the other classmates, and like the materials that he has, and how is the interaction with the students and with the other classmates. Then we have importance of the feelings, her feelings and the feelings of the others. And the teacher is a learning facilitator. The teacher gives the knowledge of the contents of the class, and he acquire that knowledge and achieve a new learning. And we have a cognitive approach. Background. It emerged in the 60s and studies the learning process from the logic of the information process to the application. And the term cognitive or cognitive refers to the internal intellectual activities such as perception and interpretation of thoughts. Of the thoughts. The ideology. The student starts for him schemas, and then the teacher must to contemplate the develop of the learning skills to respond in any situation, like a situation in a social contents. The other is based on thinking, and the learning is achieved by relating information recorded in memory with a new concept to produce new knowledge. For example, you have like a student have the information about some school supplies like pencil, pen, notebook. When he are in the class, we saw that topic, but with colors and with adjectives, like he can recognize some the pen is short or my notebook is large. The student has the student does this relationship with a new knowledge and achieve a new learning. Objectives. The cognitive approach is focused on attention, perception, memory, intelligence, language, and thinking, and the students. And here we have a mind map about the methods of the study that this approach has. First, introspection. This introspection provides only the knowledge of manifested aspects. Experimentation. This consists in the manipulation of a stimulus and response, similar to the methodological behaviors, but we will see in the other approach, in the last approach. I will mention about this. And simulation, that is the construction of a cognitive aspect where real situations in a social environment are explored with the persons and the mental models. So our last approach, behavioral approach. Ideology. Behaviorist theory is based on the theories of Ivan Pavlov, and it focuses on observable behavior, and learning is achieved to make a change in behavior, like the way a person responds to a particular situation. The learning is constant and involves knowledge and skills. What is the objective? The objective is conditioning students to suppress undesirable behaviors through education, thus encourage the school system to use procedures designed to manipulate behaviors, such as competing among the students. So here we have like the image of first, second, and third place, and the students are happy because the teacher before do this or create this environment about competition, but a good competition manipulated the behavior of the students in a good way, obviously. And in this slide we have characteristics of the behavioral approach. First we have knowledge is the sum of the information constructed in a linear way. Motivation is external to the students. Is like stimulate a student to put his or her faculties into activity. Like the students will be motivated or that he know that he can do that activity or that exercise. The exercise like motivation. The teacher produces these stimulus. He can give a good notes, stickers to have the students interested in the class and the activity, and the interaction with their are so passive in this approach, like teacher students. And instrumental and operant conditioning. It is developed from Skinner's contributions and is the application of reinforcement theory by employing these principles in a positive way. Adaptive learning behavior is stimulated, and this can be positive reforms such as rewards or gifts at the end of the activity. Negative reforms choose extra less points if the students don't do the exercise. When our teachers say, if you don't do this exercise in any time, you will have a less points, something like that. And punishments. And the last is classical conditioning. This describes an association between stimulus and continuous response, so that if we know how to pose the appropriate stimulus, we will obtain the desired response. And this condition displays only very elementary behaviors. Only very elementary. And the conclusion, each process I want to say, in my point of view, each process different ideologies but have the same objective, that is give a good learning teaching process to all the students, to a group. So for that, the teacher have the task to choose one of them according how the students are, the way that they're learning better, investing on the needs that the students have. So thank you to watching this video, and bye.